And in the meantime, hello everyone.
Hi.
It's me and Austin here again.
We're gonna be going through some more trails, and I think we'll actually hit a point, probably towards the end of this one, that I haven't seen. So I'm very excited. I think this is we're finally gonna get to the point where we are treading new ground, or at least I am. Aaron's played all of this before, so.
Yeah. While we were off stream, I didn't do much. I just went and bought equipment and quartz and stuff, so we won't have to deal with that stuff when we load in.
Cool.
We may or may not be joined by other people as we go, but for now, we'll go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
So, when we left off last time, we had just arrived at the second region in the Liberal Kingdom, Boze, a thriving market town run by a young and rather cute mayor, who has asked us to go and check on the progress of the military's investigation of the airship that vanished. The airship that our dad was on, also. So, you know, it's Ba-ba-bum, indeed. But fuck all that. There might be side quests that are actually worth doing. So let's check real quick. If I can.
Oh, hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Can you go live?
Can I go live?
I'm sorry. Live in Discord. So that way I can hear music without hearing us talking.
Oh yes, good call. I forgot. Yeah.
You're good.
There we go.
Done.
Okay. Yeah, now Austin won't be delayed on the stream. I was very alarmed for a second there because I thought you meant, yeah, but before we do that, maybe you want to actually start
maybe
streaming.
Maybe we want to actually start the stream? No. There's so many different little streams and stuff.
Okay, so
it's difficult to keep up with.
Did
you pick up some jobs?
I did, in fact, yes. Let's see. So, this person wants 5 tender poultry. We're not really going to farm for those, but we might acquire them on our own. Hopefully, that one we can just kind of complete for free by killing
while
other
we're
monsters.
doing other stuff.
Yeah. I think we're gonna try these two. This monster on the East Boze Highway, and this monster on the trail behind Revenue Village.
Yeah, those are pretty easy.
I hope they don't explode when we kill them.
That'd be nice. They probably won't, actually. It'll probably just get a lot easier from here on out, right?
I think so. One change that I did make while we were off stream is I went and I bought another HP quartz just so that we can have more than one person who can heal. And having 3 people will also help quite a bit. Sherazard is also still a little like over-leveled compared to us, so she should be pretty strong for this bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk down the highway until we find this wanted monster. I'm assuming it is on the main thoroughfare. They usually specify, like, if it was gonna be down Eisen Road, I assume it would say Eisen Road monster.
Yeah. I remember I took a turn down one of these roads and I was like, oh, this place is scary. It was like it was like either we were like high up in the cliffs or maybe it was snowing a little bit. What was that?
This thing wasn't moving, so I thought it might be and it's kind
of big. It's a new thing, whatever it is.
Yes. Oh god, I forgot I can turbo again. Oh, thank Christ. I'm getting closer to completing Ow no Kiseki. Ow. Well, that just gained all its hit points back. That's a little annoying.
Bad.
Hang on, let me just check real quick. This thing's a little weak to fire. You know what? Sure, we'll throw some fire at it. I'll just hit it with this stealth. And we can break out an S-Craft if we really have to.
Yeah.
Oh, Joshua! Maybe instead of an HP quartz, I should have given him a hit quartz.
A hit, yeah. He could use it.
Ooh, well.
Oh!
Alright, see you,
Oh, no.
That's fine.
Alright.
Luckily, since she's already over leveled, she wouldn't have gotten that much experience anyway. But
That's true.
let's we can't go drink sewer water.
We can't go drink sewer water anymore.
Let me.
Do we have to go like sleep at an inn like real people?
I guess so. Luckily,
that's money.
I don't. Well, let me see how much it is. I hope it's not much.
God.
Yeah, no, that. So I believe that spell that it used does have an insta-kill effect on it. But even if it didn't, I think it did about 2/3 of her max. I did like more than half of her max health and damage, regardless.
Yeah, that was rough.
Let me just check real quick. Okay, the inn's over here. Let's see how expensive it is. Let's see if it's an actual problem. One thing we haven't actually done yet is we haven't exchanged any Sepith for money. 60? Yeah, alright.
Oh, yeah. We should probably... If we do that, we'll probably have a decent chunk of money.
We can,
unless you've been buying Sepith-heavy things like quartzes and stuff.
I've been mostly saving Sepith for opening slots. This game's a little tricky on how to spend your money because Estelle and Joshua are the only people you have for pretty much the whole
Forever.
game.
Yeah.
So there's a certain little meta game of trying to avoid spending money on people who are gonna leave.
You're a guest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you should bring your own stuff. Or the money to buy it.
Let's see how these moles are. See if any of these guys are like reasonably easy to just farm.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. Moles
Brain
are a
dead.
lot less threatening than the giant floppy umbrella men.
Yeah, some of the monster designs in this are like they're a little weird.
Yeah. You can say bad.
Yeah, that's also true. But more weird.
Yeah. They're just like they're oddly abstract in some cases.
that's a good way to say it. They're abstract and bad. Oh shit.
All right.
Oh shit, we're surrounded.
He immediately all he did was call a friend. He just wants to hang out. Alright, well that worked out fine.
Order some delivery food real quick. Should have done this earlier, but I didn't.
Just check in if I can ever remember the button that opens the map. There we go.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we're still on East Boze Highway. So I'm expecting to see it somewhere on this screen. And if not, I'll just pop open a guide real quick. Because I don't want to wander around indefinitely.
Yeah, that's fair. That's something I can do to make myself useful, actually.
Oh yeah, that would be useful.
Let me do that.
It'll also mean I won't have to keep minimizing because when I minimize, I think it freezes the game, so we lose sound temporarily.
Trails in the skunk through. Oh, well, game facts.
Looks like I made it. Oh. Is this Annalise?
It's been so long since
oh
I've
shit,
known
okay,
you.
this is a character we will see a couple times
Oh.
throughout these games. She's just here,
She's
apparently.
cute.
Yeah, no,
I don't think I've ever seen her. She's real cute. I like her.
She's very cute.
I don't know anything about her. Is she a bracer?
Yeah, she's a fellow bracer.
Cool.
She's probably like B rank. I think she's in the same sort of tier as Sherazard.
I see.
Yeah, Annalise is cute, and she likes cute things.
Yeah, I think I think that's a fair point. It's neat when there are like weird monsters and stuff. I don't have a problem with weird monsters inherently, but the floppy thing we fought looks like a hamburger with like really floppy ham, like a bologna slice in the middle, and that's just not a good design, even if it weren't weird. There's so many like symmetrical enemies in this, like where it's like this is just a floating thing.
Yeah.
And that's more what I'm referring to, because like there's some enemies designs that I quite like the ladybugs I think are pretty good. The big rhinoceros guys, So yeah, this is where I went, and this place is scary.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just, I'm bopping around because we got all the way back to the checkpoint between the Boze and Liberal, or not, the Boze and Roland regions and didn't find it, so I'm just gonna see. It's possible down one of these side paths, it remains East Boze Highway for a bit, and that's where the monster is. Or if you manage to, if you find it in the guide, you can just pipe up and let me know.
Yeah, what is this guy called?
This is, well, it's in Chapter 1, and it is East Boze Monster is the quest.
Okay. Let me see what we got here.
Sometimes when the map indicates that you're like moving towards a region with a different name, sometimes it means you'll actually move somewhere with a different name but one screen transition. Sometimes it means you will remain in the current area and just head in that direction.
Yeah, at East Boze Highway, there's a signpost that tells you the direction to Nebel Valley. Facing north, head southeast from the signpost and you'll find King Scorpion.
Okay, so it probably is toward Nebel. Oh shit. Okay, that's back this way. Yeah. Okay, so I guess it is on one of these maps, and I just didn't walk off to the side of the road to see it.
Like this jellyfish boy is like exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't really look like anything. And it's like not memorable, it's not interesting, it's just kind of like this weird spiky jellyfish. And it also doesn't really like fit the theme of the area we're in. Like if we were at the beach or something, I might expect to see something like that, but it's just kind of here and it doesn't like really fit.
Yeah. There are some areas in these games where they're pretty good about monster theming, and some where they just didn't give a fuck. Okay, southeast.
They're just like, we made this, yes. So take the southeast.
So I guess it's down here somewhere?
So you keep going.
Oh, wow. There is zero chance I would have...
Oh!
There he is, right behind the fucking tree. Alright.
You can move the camera, though, right?
Yeah, no, I keep forgetting that also. Again, a holdover from playing the Crossbell games where they have fixed camera angles and scenes.
I think I would almost prefer that.
It has its ups and its downs. Sometimes I'm really frustrated that I can't move the camera, but sometimes it does let them do neat tricks. Alright. So
yeah, Flying Scorpion? Cool monster design. Terrifying. Oh shit.
Pack of boys here. The three at the front are weak to wind, and the one at the back is weak to earth, so we'll probably need to make use of that. Let's see. How many can I get with this? Okay. Ooh, they have
bad.
Some mighty physical defense.
Yikes. Okay, one down, not bad.
Oh, that was.
Oh no! All right.
I meant to steal that for Joshua, but I didn't react in time. Okay. Let's see. So, which two guys are acting next? Let me just check by highlighting. Okay, so the two by Estelle are the next ones to act. They'll probably attack her.
Yeah, they're gonna go for. Well, I don't know. They might see the easy.
I don't know if they can get to Joshua or not.
Is there a way you can see what their move range is?
Not really, unfortunately. All right, Josh, go hide in the corner.
Yeah, go hide in the corner.
Jeez,
shit.
These guys hit hard. Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna have to keep after.
Yeah. I wonder, does Shara have any healing stuff? Cause like.
No, I have it on Estelle and Joshua right now. I'm just gonna have Estelle heal herself. Regrettably, I don't think
Josh can heal himself.
Yeah, he can.
Ah, shit. Yeah, but all three enemies are going to attack before he gets to do anything.
He doesn't get to, well, he can heal himself.
Oh, yeah, he can heal himself.
Like, they can't get to him in one turn, I'm pretty confident.
No.
With how far away
No, but they're gonna fuck up Estelle.
Quite possibly. So here's what I'm gonna do. We've got, Estelle's at 198. She's really close to being able to blow someone up. You know, he might be able to blow someone up anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Josh heal himself, and then I'm gonna S-craft with him. and that will let me kill, hopefully, this guy. Nope.
Nope.
Right, well.
Uh-oh. No.
So I'll tell you this. I did not know that his S-Craft actually moved him. Most S-Crafts don't, even if you hit someone in melee.
Yikes. Alright,
okay.
well, she's at 200. Maybe see if you might be able to get a spell in. Those seem to be pretty effective.
What I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna load.
Yeah, that's
again to not have to deal with healing Joshua. I suppose I could have also just died and retried the fight, but then I'd have to live with the shame. Alright.
I can't deal with
So, we're just gonna... Oh, Estelle actually had 200 CP. I shouldn't have even bothered with the Hurricane. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, Estelle is just gonna S-Craft one of these guys immediately. Let's see if we can kill one. Okay, that'll make this
nice.
way more manageable. So now we'll focus down these guys.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm gonna oh, damn it! I was a turn before the crit. Shit, I hit it. Did the opposite the last time. I did it too early. Alright, still gonna use it. Can't back out once you've interrupted.
Yeah, once you've committed. Oh god.
Alright. Oh, early game trails with no quartz high enough to give me access to reviving spells. Alright. It's fine. We're all fine here. We're all having a good time.
We're having fun.
Oh, Christ. I don't even want to move Josh in there. Alright. We're
Maybe...
we're gonna... Okay. Oh.
Maybe...
They seal, too. Alright. Man, this sucks. I hate this. Right.
It might be worth, maybe using S-Crafts on the red one. I don't know how much more effective the red one has been than the others.
I should have been paying a little closer attention than I have been, in truth. But I feel like they're all dangerous enough.
They're all pretty bad, yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, they don't have a ton of movement speed, so like...
I'm gonna steal this crit turn so that I can kill a full health one.
And then finish off
that
yeah.
one.
Nice. And Estelle gets a Soul Blur in.
Okay,
Oh,
so
nice.
that should kill.
Lucky.
And then I can use this crit with Estelle's S-Craft.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna fuck that thing up.
Yeah, Cher's gonna kill that one. This guy. Oh,
there we go.
Right, there we go.
We did it! First try!
Yeah,
fantastic!
First try as far as the game knows. Yeah, we're gonna immediately save there. Just, flee at top speed for the hills. Actually, I think I'm fleeing in the wrong direction. I am.
Yeah. We want to go back to Boze, get our money.
Yep. I'll take out my aggression on this guy. I should try to build some of my CP back up before we actually fight the other wanted
Fight
monster.
the next one? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. The danger of trying to play these games at like, yeah, I just hold down turbo the whole time, is you do things like fucking up, stealing crit turns and such.
Yeah. It's just like, and I did that a lot in Cold Steel as well, where it's like I have the dash going. I'm just not paying as much attention as I should be, especially during like non-important fights, where it's like I'm here to grind.
Yep.
Piece of cake.
So now that we're out of the super early game, at least most of the random fights are not such a problem for us. Wanted monsters remain challenging if you are appropriately leveled and geared for pretty much the whole game, but in this game especially, arts become so monumentally powerful by later in the game that combat does get more and more manageable as you get more and more options.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the Shara S craft.
Let's
That'll
move
be
out.
useful. Oh, I'm not gonna fight you.
No, not you again.
Floppy.
You fucking.
man.
You look like a floating castle in a SpongeBob movie. you piece of shit.
Oh, are we done already?
Pretty close to leveling, also, thankfully.
Who, Shara?
Probably not Shara, but Estelle and Joshua.
Shara never levels.
Well, she's only.
I'm too
I think-
powerful to level. No, I think they'll be the same level as her when
Yeah,
they
in a
when they
second.
level up next.
Which is pretty funny in game terms, but it's just how these games work. People will join your party and they're like, "That's right, I'm Goldwood Morgan, the all-powerful," and they're like the same level as you, and it's like, all right,
Yeah.
if you say so.
Yeah, I just like it was something that I kind of came to a realization with in Cold Steel pretty early on, where I was like, I just have to level is just not canon.
Yeah.
At all. Like, I just have to not think about that at all when I'm thinking about characters' relative power levels.
Yeah, it's funny because sometimes. Ooh, Josh is getting a little low off the heal after this. Sometimes it's like they kind of. Please don't kill Josh. Okay. Sometimes they kind of justify it because they're like, oh yeah, you know, I wasn't going ham because I didn't want to I'm supposed to be here chaperoning
They get
you,
healed
but
when
not
they level
solving
up,
all the
right?
problems for you. Yeah.
Hello, Jello.
Bye.
Hey.
Goodbye. Oh, wait, no, there it is. I heard the other Discord noise. Not sure why there is a Discord noise for when other people turn on the live button.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Jello?
Literally nothing right now. I'm just lying on the couch. I decided to take the day off after doing a frankly obnoxious map the last couple days.
Hmm. Indeed, indeed.
I
We
forget
are-
you guys are streaming these.
That's correct.
Yep. Streaming on Surprise Round.
Yep.
Now let's see this other one. You know, God, I wish I could remember how to open the world map and check which direction Ravenue Village is from Boze.
I think you're going the right way. I think I saw a sign
I
earlier.
believe it's west
Oh,
and
yeah,
then north.
here we go. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was indeed west and north. Okay. So it said the trail behind the village, so I believe.
Oh, wait,
Ravenue
are you at the part of the game where you go here and it's like talk to a man to unlock the thing you were already at, and then you have to bounce between. a
I
bunch
know
of
what part
points?
you're talking about. No, we're not there yet.
Cool. Are you sure?
We're doing a bonus mission for money.
Well, yeah, we're doing. I'm doing a wanted monster. I'm skipping a lot of the bonus missions, but I'm doing the ones that have a good reward ratio for how convoluted they are. I need to figure out which side of these things is the front so I can start ambushing them.
That's another. That's another problem
yeah,
with
with
a lot
these
of the monsters.
symmetric enemies.
These super symmetrical enemies, you can never tell what side is the front.
You gotta come at them from a diagonal. It's a bump.
Oh, it's bump combat.
Bump combat.
I'm glad
Fuck off.
we in here playing East 2.
God, just this fucking asshole.
I love that, you know, in most games like this, when Shara or her character type would join you, she would typically be stronger than the other two.
Yeah, we were just talking about that actually. We were like,
She was a couple levels higher than us when she joined, but she
Yeah.
was we were level 8 or 9, and she was level 12.
yeah, we were talking about how level is in no way indicative of power level in these games at all. You just have to completely ignore whatever a character's level is. They do it a lot in Cold Steel as well.
Yeah, for me, the instance where I actually like broke and was like, okay, this is just indefensible, was a particular character who joins you for exactly one chapter in Cold Steel 2, where based on who they are and the people they associate with, it's like, okay, you should be like literally twice my level, if not more.
Yeah.
Is it the character with
Yes.
weird, crazy knife things? Okay.
Yeah, knives and cords and shit.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, she was the one for me as well, where I was like, this is bullshit. And then when you get
Doesn't matter.
when you get the I'm just gonna say it, when you get Toa and fucking Alphen in the late game, they're like on par with you level wise, and I'm like, this is bullshit. What has Toa been doing this whole fucking game? Toa's hitting the goddamn gym.
So there was, since this is like side quest, I'm not bothering to stop and voice this dialogue, but there was something slightly interesting said when we reached the village, which was, it's sort of a tradition for junior bracers to go around and see the places they'll be working in on foot, so they can get the lie of the land, particularly in Liberl, where almost everyone just travels by airship all the time, that places like this that are out of the main thoroughfare will tend to go overlooked otherwise.
Sounds like solid prep for spy work.
Alright, so somewhere back here...
I make it sound more nefarious than it is, but...
Yeah.
But like they totally are.
Some of them. Oh, jeez. Alright. I don't like these guys.
Yeah, these guys suck.
Alright. I'm gonna save that CP for now. Try to get her at 200 for the wanted monster fight.
Ooh, beautiful.
See, when Joshua hits with dual strike,
when he decides that, when he decides that it's like, oh yeah, I should hit this one. He's like your new Nidoran Jello.
Oh, sorry. I'm up and down because I'm making a
Seems you
PvP,
came-
so I
Oh,
just
you're
sat
good.
back down.
Our Joshua has not been very accurate.
Josh
with his
is missing
attacks.
a lot in this game.
Yeah, I
so far.
remember that.
2/3.
It's like they balanced. Josh
Yeah.
is horseshit when he gets good.
Look at this thing. This is stupid. like I keep saying it. Like all of these dumb symmetrical floating nothings. I hate it.
I don't disagree with you. I just loved your vehemence out of nowhere.
It's
Look
like
at this
it's like
thing!
every time I see a new monster, I'm like, yep, it's another weird whatever the fuck.
Death Blow 2.
Oh yeah, we should
Put that shit on.
Read the chest.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Are you attempting to read every
God,
chapter?
no. But also, but we enjoy reading them because they're fun.
Whenever we remember to.
Okay, so I
I
got
don't
something.
remember which game it is, but I think one of them has like less chest messages than actual chests, and like just depending on how they start repeating eventually.
Wow, I
So it
no.
is possible to unlock all of the messages without getting every chest, though don't quote me on
Now
that.
here's a quartz they discontinued after this game.
What?
Death Blow.
Death
I
blow.
don't
Yeah.
know they didn't.
They didn't?
I am certain it is in Cold Steel because I always have some. I gave it to Machias.
Huh. Okay.
Hmm.
I
They
did
might
not-
call it something else, but I'm almost certain there is an insta-death thing.
It said 100% chance of killing, but the quartz breaks afterwards.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought you just meant like the general one.
Yeah, that like will give you an incremental chance of instant kill.
Hurricane, baby. Get him.
Slappy.
Oh,
Like, if-
tiny radius. What is this
If
one?
Shara's at 200, just use her stupid thing.
We're about to fight a big monster.
We're saving it for the big monster.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Look, Josh.
Because we went into the last fight with a big monster,
God,
and
damn.
we had to retry it twice. Damn it.
Yeah,
There's
it was-
like there's something especially discouraging about a missed attack in this.
Oh, well, it goes both ways, I suppose. Okay. Please.
Oh, be right back.
Oh, I legit thought that was Jello making a dog noise for some reason.
I am known for my random dog sounds.
Indeed, indeed.
So, are you, nope, still empty. Are you playing through this game with the intention of playing through the second game afterwards on stream? Or...
Maybe. I haven't really decided.
Okay.
And if we do, it might not be immediately. There's various games that Austin and I had discussed might be fun for the two of us to co-op. Not all RPGs either. We had talked about doing like Crusader Kings or Mount and Blade.
I just despise Shara. Like, I hate her personality, I don't like her mechanics.
She's, yeah, I mean, she's of the, like, main party members in the Sky games, I think she is the worst in both those regards.
Are we talking about how much Shara sucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a certain late game,
Yeah,
late game
that's why I said of the
second-
main party members. There is someone who is worse in both regards. Ooh,
Spicy maneuver.
interesting movie.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. They're not in the party for very long.
Does it begin with a J?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm trying to... I thought we had been down all the little nooks and crannies on this map now, but we haven't encountered this monster yet.
Let me grab the guide. What's the mission called?
I believe it is Ravenue Trail Monster? Just
I see it.
Ravenue Monster.
So, talk to the Elder at Ravenue, and he'll tell you about the problem near the trail. After that, talk to the guard, and he'll let you go to the trail. At Ravenue Trail, go west. On the second area, continue to go west.
Okay. Yep. We need to go
Oh
west.
yeah,
Save before going through the intersection because the boss will appear.
Ah, that is a very good heads up, thank you.
if you
Fucking
guys ever
Christ,
need
I remember.
directions in this, just ask me, the guy who beat these games without having access to that map or the mini-map. So,
I have no
I
idea why that happened or how it happened.
Jay and I literally could not figure out why my game was fucked up like that, and we could not fix it. But I have a pretty good mental, oh jeez. I have a pretty good mental map of most of Liberal.
Seems
Yeah, I remember the main thoroughfares. It's little side areas like this that I'm less confident about. Do-do-do-do-do.
I ended up doing places like this a couple times, so...
Oh, I hate these monsters.
Yeah, there's a lot of life-draining monsters in these games, much more than in the later ones. It's a little annoying.
What do you have a stealth kitted as right now?
We're good to go.
Normal. Question mark. We barely got any quartz and barely got any
alright.
slots open, so yeah. There's not much
Oh,
kitting
yep.
to be done.
Those are the 3 quartz that your protagonist should have in this game.
Yeah. Just gonna around that guy. Now let's see. I assume, but oh, okay. This is the intersection.
Oops.
That's all right.
Oh shit. Oh god.
I'll just blow him up.
Alright. Oh yeah, he's only got 500 health. This should be fine. We're just gonna... Oh, of course he'll miss. He'll miss, and therefore
Joshua!
he will miss, thereby denying him the CP that would have allowed him to then immediately use his S-Craft also. Good old Josh. He's nothing if not...
Joshua!
He is very, very reliable, I'll say that.
Why wouldn't you use, like,
yeah,
moral
just...
boost?
Yeah, I'll just... Alright.
Just bust it open. You've gotta... Yeah. Nice.
Done already?
My dominant strategy for all of Cold Steel 2 was to just fucking... There's a quartz called Dominion, which doubles your first attack, including crafts. So I just would have William at 200 CP, and I had her equip that ability, plus 1,000,000 attack quartz, and I would just walk in and, like, kill a boss in one move.
Yeah, I did the same thing with Sarah. I would usually go into the fight with that quartz and then have her use her, like, plus 1,000,000,000% strength and speed self-buff and then S-Craft. And do, like, 700,000 damage to everything.
I don't feel like dealing with this boss. Then don't. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, why even bother? The only...
I am error!
Oh, nice!
The only strategy that the boss fights have in Cold Steel 2, because your entire party is so fucking busted, is just at a certain point in the fight, they will just, like, regain a shit ton of HP and have a huge buff. That's it. There's no other strategy.
Yeah, I forgot how much Cold Steel did that with the HP regen and buffs.
Cold Steel is not afraid to let you break the game, and I respect that.
Maybe I should be playing Cold Steel 3 while you guys do this, since I'm in the room for it. Probably not, though. I'd rather not do anything, to be honest.
If you can wait a little longer, then we might be able to play that one simultaneously. Since the only thing that was stopping me was not having played the cross-spell games. I'm on the home stretch for Ao no Kiseki.
Is it the first or second one?
That's the second one.
Okay.
Alright. We'll enjoy your relaxing atmosphere, villager. But what I'll really enjoy is your money. Oh god, I ended up on this porch somehow. Alright. Yeah, here we go.
Never gonna get over the fact that there's a color-coded mini-map. Are you not gonna, like, heal?
I mean, I will. We're going back to Boze anyway.
You say that like it's a short trip.
Alright, Grandpa Jello. I'll make sure to pack an extra pair of underwear for my sleepover.
I mean, I more meant that you were in a town. You might as well pay the nickel to get all your shit back, but
you can't.
Do
Those nickels don't grow on trees, man.
I mean, they're fine. Kiseki's very on and off with, like, when money is not a thing you will have, and I can't remember which parts of which game are, like, difficult to buy more than one item.
Sky very much for a lot of it, because the only, like, I guess I was gonna say the only way to get money is side quests and selling Sepith, but that's true in pretty much every game. In these games, especially early, I feel like you get a lot less Sepith than you do in some of the later ones, and the exchange rate is kind of bad. In the later games, I find when I get to around the 2/3 mark of the game, I can easily dump a lot of higher element quartz and just get, like, infinite money for the rest of the game, which was not true in the Sky games for me. Fuck off, Joshua.
Yeah, yeah, but also, the game expects you to be juggling 700,000 characters, and, like, you know, being able to upkeep them.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck you. Oh my god, God!
Joshua's so bad.
God. He's not even bad. I'm so mad. I don't remember him missing this much in my previous playthroughs.
I remember him missing significantly more than Estelle, but like not at all to this degree.
Yeah, this is just fucking disgraceful. Still all the monsters want his dick.
Yep. Monsters are just here to kill Joshua.
One wonders why they bother, considering he's no threat to them.
Mm-hmm.
I really do miss the potato baby art style.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that name for it.
That feels about right.
Alright, let's see.
Make sure that you talk to every fucking interactable person and object in town so that you get all chapters of the Fartsman's adventure or whatever it is in this game.
No, we would actually have to go back to the gate at exactly this point and before no other things happen.
Yeah, I bet.
And then we'll talk to every one of those NPCs and he would give us a letter that appears in it.
I don't know, like, you have to imagine that, you know, when you're like, here's what I'm gonna do if I'm a game designer or whatever. It's just like, for me, it'd be like, oh, I think every achievement should be achievable within one run of the game. Like, no new game plus stuff, and that would inform, like, how I would make a game. So do you imagine the guy who's, like, in charge of the game design for this series was just, like, the one dude who's like, I really like talking to every single person I see and making sure I know everybody, and by George, I'm gonna reward the 2 other humans who work the same way.
That's fair. I can't hate on that. You sit there and be like, well, I made the fucking game. I get to make this decision.
You gotta give Josh some hit.
I'm seriously considering it, yeah.
Don't do it. It's actually worth it. He's legitimately missing 50% of the time.
Hang on, I just want to double check and make sure I don't already have one in my random assortment of stuff. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, fuck off.
It's like you're just sitting there. We keep sitting there and being like, surely this is irregular.
Yeah.
And it will correct itself soon. It hasn't.
It really hasn't. Okay, let's see. Joshua, get rid of impede, swap that for hit, because Jesus Christ. Okay, so his dex was 16. What is Estelle's dex? I want to see this. Hers is 16! Why is it only
It's
him?
just irregular!
God.
I mean, you just put the thing on him, right?
Yeah, no. I'm saying, like, they were equal before. Now he's 5 higher. Jesus. Alright.
Wow.
And I open
I remember having to read the goddamn tome to figure out what spells you would unlock for having what things, and I remember spending a really long time trying to figure out how to give Chloe diamond dust and then spamming that literally every fight.
It's worth it.
It is, and then once you give her... Chloe is, like, useless for a little while, and then she has, when you get, I think it's called Ingenuity, which is the one that just, like, lets you walk and restore EP, and, you are invincible now.
Okay. Estelle's getting a hit quartz as well, and, Shara, we're gonna get rid of shield, and... Oh, no, it has to be a wind quartz, dang.
Well, just put impede on her.
I can...
What do you need shield for?
Hang on. What? Okay, so that's wind quartz only, and that's wind. Okay. I was hoping maybe she only had one slot that was locked. Alright. Yeah, we'll go evade and impede, because we have to, and then action, and,
I think she had something cool for attack. No, alright.
oh, she had hit before. Oh, God, I guess I do still want hit. Fuck. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll fucking...
Smokes.
Smokes. Just gonna also... We got some money, so the other thing I can do is get some armor. Because God, do we need it.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna get it for Estelle and Joshua, because they're the only ones who will stick around after this chapter. But it'll be worth it. 15 more.
God,
defense.
yeah. There's that one super fight with the penultimate boss of the sequel to this, where your crew is fucking like
Estelle, Chloe, and
Estelle,
Sherazard, and it's only those 3. It's so hard.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
Okay. We're not doing this, and yeah. Okay, so now we can.
Yeah, we should go to the story.
Yeah, Haken Gate on the East Boze Highway to talk to Goldwood
General
Morgan.
General
Gold D.
asshole.
Morgan.
Oops. Oh, you almost got that one.
Yeah. It's a little easier to avoid them while turboing now that I have the mini-map showing them, but I do still fuck up sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Jello sighs wistfully. Wait, so when you saw that like quartz that lets you see enemies on the map, were you just like, what map?
What do you mean? No, there's a change. They don't fade in anymore.
That's true.
Oh, is that also
They
the
used to be
case?
largely... Yeah, yeah. That
Yeah,
was
they're
the whole
invisible
thing.
until you're like 11 feet away from them.
Okay, cause for me, the way I use it is I'm looking at the mini-map, which shows red dots.
That would have been what I was doing.
Hmm.
I'm so mad about that.
Here's where I'd put my map if I had one. How did we end up back here? Am I an idiot? I thought.
Yeah, you didn't go north ever.
My mistake. So looking at these maps, I thought it would say Haken Gate, but no, they're right. It says something else because Haken Gate's like on the way there. Okay, is it this? No.
It's not Nebel Valley.
It's the one after this. Okay. My bad.
How could you get lost around the extremely memorable Boze highways? I hate Boze so much. I almost gave up on the franchise at this point, frankly.
Hey, well, you know who did? Me, this guy. I had already played Cold Steel at that point, though, so...
I cannot imagine playing Cold Steel and going back to this.
Going back
It's
to
like,
this, yeah.
For all my pissing on Cold Steel, it is just like a fun fucking game to play combat wise.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Did you? Okay.
Not this. Don't worry, I'm checking.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, it's this one. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry, I forgot there were like 4 separate areas to this highway.
Each of them having some sort of non-fitting monster. Like the jellyfish hamburger.
Sorry to make you waste your breath, old man.
I'm gonna make another panini.
Mayor has requested that we come. Blah blah blah.
I should, as you can have
You're
it.
good. Oh yeah, let me see. Who is who?
I was Estelle, you were Joshua and Shara. We can get
All right.
Jello on it if he's interested, but at the moment it sounds like he's consumed with
Sure, I'll go get a panini and you can assign me when I'm back.
All right.
Well, you know who's about to show up.
Oh yeah,
We
but
know who's about to show up, but Aram, Aram's gotta have that guy.
I can't argue with you.
Don't worry, Jello.
I was just hoping I could swipe them up.
Don't worry, Jello. You can take your favorite Charizard.
No.
Let's move out.
You just hear doo-doo.
Oh yeah, I forgot birds with eggs still on their head. See, this is actually a charming design instead of just nothing.
It's alright. It's like I feel like I see it a lot in JRPGs for some reason.
Ooh, a big boy.
Oh, big bird. This is a good bird.
Whoa, he's got a lot of health.
Yeah, he's kind of a chunky bird. I remember this guy gave me some trouble.
Oh shit, it's a bird.
Let's see what kind of damage he does.
Oh, Joshua, you're kidding.
Actually, not very much. Yeah, God. I actually don't use hit quartz that much in these games, but apparently this is the run where they're mandatory for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gee, birds. Alright, the Arabonia Border.
That'll never be relevant.
Yeah.
Arabonia,
Isn't-
as you know, has never once been relevant in this franchise.
have a...
In fairness, they spend a whole 120 hours there and nothing.
Doing
really
nothing.
happens.
This is the Haken Gate? It's freaking huge!
Of course it's huge. It acts as the sole entrance to the Empire and is the rampart that protects Liberl from foreign threats. After it was destroyed in the war 10 years ago, a much more robust wall was built in its place. Standard military reaction, bigger equals better.
Which means that beyond this point is no longer Liberl. That is how borders work, Estelle.
Yeah.
That is how borders work, Estelle.
That is how borders work. It's the territory of the Arabonian Empire, which stands beneath the emblem of the Golden Stallion.
Do you have a preference for who I tag in as here?
You can take Shara.
Okay.
And you can have the general as well.
No, I'm good with just a party member.
All right.
The Arabonian Empire.
Well, enough staring for one day. Let's go meet with General Morgan. There are some barracks right there to the side of the gate. Maybe we'll find him in there.
Okay, let's go.
Before that, I want you to remove those bracer emblems you've got pinned to your chests. Here, Joshua, I'll get it. Things won't be pretty if General Morgan sees those.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Forgot how dumb Estelle is at the start.
Somehow I feel all weird doing this.
Yeah, there's something that just doesn't feel right about this.
Don't worry. That's proof that... Sorry, I'm like really far away from the monitor. That's proof that you've started adjusting to being a bracer.
Once you can lie convincingly.
Spars.
Alright, let's copy.
Well, come on, guys. I can't imagine a spy getting through this gate.
How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't
I
been
can
lit-
imagine a spy
I'm
getting through this
here.
gate.
The barricade
Loud
hasn't been
loot
lifted on
playing
the icy
in the
road yet.
distance.
We came here on an errand for Mayor Maybell from Boze. Do you think you could get us in to see General Morgan?
Well, that's understandable. In that case, I could definitely get you in to see the general, but unfortunately, he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now.
Looks like our timing was bad. You don't happen to have an idea when he might return, do you?
I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar in that rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him?
I'll let you know when he gets back.
A bar and a rest stop? Why is there a bar in a place like this?
Obviously, because this is the border with the Empire. They're all drunk.
It takes a long time to get through those games, and you'll need a little bit of spirit to do it.
The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict, so there are a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit.
That makes a lot of sense. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn and a bar.
Well then, we'll take you up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar. I'm gonna go make another panini. Be back in a minute.
Sounds good.
Multi-step process.
Don't get your hopes up, this place sucks.
What a surprise. This is my first time eating Liberl's cooking, but it was rather delectable.
God. Glad you liked it. If you head to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great Liberal cooking as well. You enjoy this trip of yours, alright?
That I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in for a feast elsewhere in this land.
Well, excuse me for having my bar out here on the outskirts of the country, you prick. Before you go feasting on the finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price.
Well then, maybe I will. Do you think this guy is...
He looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me.
Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Liberl. May I ask if you're traveling to the Empire? Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire.
You appear to be a citizen of Arabonia yourself.
No!
What about you? Are you here to visit the Liberal Kingdom?
Ha! I'm glad you asked. I am indeed a visitor in Liberal, both for work and for pleasure. And you say you're running an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are. Who we are? Indeed, your bracers, no? How'd you know? We removed our bracer emblems. Our disguise was foolproof.
How could you tell I'm wearing a mustache?
But I'm wearing a mustache! Wait, are you trying to tell us?
Dinosaur piggy bank reference.
Are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession?
It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, but I'm actually not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask.
Those are some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out of a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveler?
Please don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those
This is super not how I would have read this guy, but I love this.
Those cold, flickering eyes of amber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms.
What?
You're a bold one, aren't you?
Wait a
Usually
minute.
I'm doing that.
Are you one of those men who likes other boys? It's 2004 in Japan, by the way, so this is weird!
I remember in our little ratings of all the party members, Jay's description of this dude is, he has aged better than his game.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, Jello, are you implying this is a party member? We don't tolerate spoilers here in this.
Oh, I'm so okay.
I'm just kidding.
I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul. And last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink, for things such as those which pique my interest.
So, you're a pervert, just like I thought.
Yep, definitely a pervert.
How dreadful it is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You, with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need.
I'm gonna have to pass. You've already scarred me for life as it is.
Nolan.
I've heard strange conversations in my day, but this is one worth remembering.
Oh, man.
The look on that
Flirting with
kid's
a man.
face! Ha!
Hey, you three!
And I thought Shara was the circus performer. Oh, it's the soldier from earlier.
The general has just returned. I just spoke to him about the matter, and he said he'll meet you now.
Really?
Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately. Surprise, you're under arrest.
Wow,
Shit, dude.
that was much quicker than I thought.
Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on.
Okay then, let's be off, shall we?
What are you following us around for?
Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat and exit behind us. It seemed almost natural. Scarily so.
Ha! You noticed! Everything about you all just seems so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please don't mind me. Carry on, my good gent and mademoiselles.
BRB again.
Of course we're going to mind! Now get you, shoo, shoo!
Scrooge!
Get out of here. Go on. Who was that guy? Seriously, what's his deal?
It's not, that's for sure. Getting rid of that weirdo is probably better, not only for ourselves, but a service for the world at large, too. It sounds like you're justifying killing him still. Now, let's hurry and meet with the general. Oh. You don't get to talk. That aside, could you let us meet with the general?
Yeah, he's inside. Also, bitch. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted.
That depends. Do you have treasure chests?
Sandwich.
Age-old question. The last door on the left, he said. There probably are treasure chests, but I don't want to wander around looking for them.
The end of the hall on the left. Looks like this is the general's room.
Knock. Alright, here goes nothing. Who wants this guy?
Are you here on behalf of Mayor Maybell?
That's right.
Very well. Come inside.
Not even saying that. Wow, your doorknob is delicious.
Yeah, the bar food's good. Also the doorknob. I'm glad you came. My name is Morgan. I've been tasked with guarding the Hawken Gate by Her Majesty Queen Alicia.
It is an honor to meet you, sir. We are all here on behalf of Mayor Maybell.
Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologize. I've known Maybell since she was but a child. Couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the mayor.
Alright then, would you please read this first?
It says, I am a bracer.
Bracers!
Wait a minute.
So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential, but considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know.
Sweet, Star.
Hmm? Why are you happy about something that doesn't concern you?
Crap, I should have kept my mouth shut.
The mayor appears quite distraught over the situation. And so we've wanted to do anything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts.
Please do.
The airliner, Lind, disappeared on its way to Roland after taking off from the Boze landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size crashed, it likely would have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Boze and Roland goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down in Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low.
Boy, am I relieved to hear that it's probably not a worst-case scenario like that.
So, if those have been ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages.
In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army.
That would be really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General?
I was just thinking that that's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also considered the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. An international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war.
War. What is it good for?
War killed my mom.
But, thanks to the small mercies of Idios, the possibility for another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organization sent a letter to the royal family and Orbital Ship Code claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organization goes by the name of the Capua family.
The Capua family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it?
The Capua family!
It certainly appears to be that way. The Capua family's involved. The Sky Bandits, who have been operating in the shadows of the Boze region and are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them.
Not only have we heard of them, we just had a run-in with them in Roland. I just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Boze.
Hey, Estelle, shut up. Estelle!
Hey, Estelle, shut up! Oops.
You had a run-in with them in Roland? I had heard some of their gang showed up in the Roland region, but...
I think he's on to us.
Yeah, because of you and your big mouth.
I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for mere civilians. But I never would have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers.
Who are you calling kids? Old man?
Just for the record, Mayor Maybell did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men!
He looks pretty pissed.
So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts, huh?
What's the matter, General?
Did these visitors try to pull anything funny?
I was eating my cookies and made on the road, but I heard you yelling.
These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately!
What? Just what is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs? Needless things to be crushed?
You're no different. Hiding your identity so you can try and finagle some information out of me. Well, I guess I'll just let you leave with that information. It's because you pull underhanded actions like that that bracers can't be trusted.
Just where do you get off calling it finagling? What does that mean?
A word I, Estelle Bright, don't know.
It's your own fault since you didn't share information with the guild to begin with.
Nonsense! Who in their right mind would leave an incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all of the stupid things Maybell could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party.
How about you cut with the crap, General? Beats the shit out of him. Why do you think we've had to come all the way from Roland to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morons can't do your job!
What did you just say?
When it comes down to it!
Holy cow.
Sheriff's really pissed, alright.
For the past few months, you've known about the string of burglaries which seem to be the work of Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the... This is weird phrasing. Dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves like they should have, huh? And now the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. Yet you've got nothing to show for it. No hostages or even the location of the missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom? Smug.
Silence, girl! The military is an organization that runs on discipline and does not take actions on a whim. Unlike a group I know of who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape. So enough with your insolence!
So you're really looking for a fight, aren't you?
Now you may not know... Shit. You may not know this about me, but they used to call me the Black Whirlwind.
Now they call me the Gold Wood. I don't know why. I wish they would stop changing it.
How sad it is to see such discord.
Whoa, he disappeared.
Strife brings nothing to be borne, but only extends the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls.
Who the fuck are you?
A gentle yet wistful tune to bathe your brittle spirits and cause the deserts of your hearts to bloom.
Not gonna sing. Also gonna hold down Turbo.
I have just been sitting here in front of this door, singing to it like Orpheus, hoping it will open for me. Everyone just has to be subjected to this.
I like how nobody's making any attempt to interrupt him. Yeah. They're like, well, we're not going to be that rude.
This should go on twice as long, I think.
That was my thoughts.
Oh, I stopped.
Verse 2.
Yeah. I don't know how Turbo interacts with like the animation and music versus the dialogue boxes. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to still be singing.
Yeah. Every game has a different Turbo program. Like, they all interact with those things in different ways. Is he done?
I can't tell. I think he might start singing again. And oh, there it goes.
It looks like you all understood what I was trying to get across. What is it that is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby.
I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with their reports.
That's right, General.
I should get back to my duties and make sure you don't let those kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks on the travelers along the Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir! You know, Kermit and Yoda.
He ran away.
Oh, I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us,
yeah,
isn't he?
He split into
an
unknowable eldritch form.
Oh. Are you like playing in like a widescreen mode that isn't supposed to be there normally?
I don't know. Maybe?
No matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense.
You know, maybe we should get going ourselves.
Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information.
After we head back to Boze, how about we think about our future plan of attack?
Where are you going? Wait for me! I mean, please wait for me! Let me try and introduce myself again. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I am an Arabonian touring your fair Laburle.
I'm Estelle, and... Now wait a minute, why do we have to introduce ourselves to you?
Easy, Estelle. You did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Sherazard. Things were getting pretty heated, and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened.
Like I'd have to use my mechanics against him.
We would have lost. Let me just say thanks.
Ha! You've got nothing to thank me for.
I ask is that you clothe and house me and take me on your entire journey.
I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going out on a date with me for a day?
I'm going to have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time.
That's too bad. All right, then. I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute.
What do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humor.
Well, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke.
Saying that makes you even more questionable.
Now, wait just a minute. How come you didn't invite me on a date?
You? I don't know how to put this, but you're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here.
Well, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I should take a few lessons from Joshua?
Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. Though I guess it's true. You are a bit lackluster in the sexy category.
What did you just say?
Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said
Because
before...
you're my sister!
Anyway,
Which
like
is
I
not
said
the take
before-
that this game will ever have.
No, it is not. We're busy.
I'm sorry there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to get going.
Then how about you take me along with you to the city of Boze? This is my first time in Liberl, after all, and I'd like to request a guide.
Well, if that's all you want, then I don't mind.
Shara, now just a second!
It's the least we can do, and we're headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of a bracer's many duties.
Oh, alright, I guess we're stuck with him until then. But what if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua?
Like everyone else in this game!
Estelle?
Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from his perverted attentions if he tries anything funny.
What exactly is it that you think he'll try?
Please, don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather that you call me a hunter of love. Even Love Stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either.
It's not a great one.
Are you right in the head? So, how about it, everyone? Shall we leave for Boze? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely. Now, let us be off. Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute, you. I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence.
Great.
Anyway,
Vindelstock in chat.
It's a shame that he has such a terrible introduction.
Vindelstock asks, why are all the adults in this game pedophiles? That's a fair question, Vindelstock.
That's a good question.
I'm afraid to say that they don't stop being thirsty for Joshua.
So what do you come with, Olivier? Okay.
Gun?
Gun? Alright, whatever, we'll throw our extra stuff on him for now. Let's check out what he can do. Alright. So, yep. He's got shoot with gun and shoot several
Shoot with
people
gun.
with gun.
I think
Yes,
quick
miss.
draw impedes.
I'm sorry?
I said I think quick draw impedes.
I think it does, yes.
I love that bird's howling scream of death when it got shot.
Yeah. Remember that F's crafts exist.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
That's that. Let's move.
Oh well,
Yeah.
fight's over.
S-crafts don't exist anymore.
Walking in a line at the same time.
Yeah. I'll say one thing, I already commented this on an earlier stream, but one thing I like that they changed in the later games is you stop having an entire party of fuckos trailing around and able to get attacked, and they just collapse you into one person. Alright, so we're heading back to Boze, I believe.
That sounds about right. I believe this was the exact point where I stopped playing.
Nice.
Which
What,
is
you
weird
weren't-
because
You weren't charmed by
Right.
Oliver, Olivier.
So this is Boze, is it? It's more urban than I'd imagined. That building over there is Boze Market, no? Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in Liberl? Ha! I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own Liberl News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things?
I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age.
so, do you intend to go shopping at the Boze Market now?
Yep, and after doing a bit of window shopping, I planned to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant here in town.
I hope they serve ass.
Right. The place we ate out with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place.
The Anterose, authentic liberal cuisine, or so they say.
Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it.
But it's supposed to cost a pretty mira if you decide to go with a full-course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day over this.
Worry not, my fair lady. I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills.
Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical renditions, are you?
Can you actually earn Mira with that crap?
God.
I've starred as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in the Arabonian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million Mira in a single night.
Big fat liar.
All right, everyone, good work. I guess this
It
is...
just goes to show you can't trust anybody who claims that they're an opera star in Arabonia.
I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos.
What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is
Oh, it's
everyone
just
from
Boze.
Arabonia a weirdo like that?
I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype.
Huh?
What I'm trying to say is I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong silent type. They're like Prussians.
So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist.
Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see. We need to report the information that we got to the general to Lugrin.
Lugrin.
Lugrin. And it would be best if we let Mayor Maybell know that after too.
Lugnut. So first we visit the guild and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. Oop. Got stuck on the board. Nothing to report. Oh, I guess I was supposed to talk to him. Looks like there's nothing to report. I actually should grab these while we're here. And then, yeah, let's talk to him, I guess. Oh, it's you kids. So did you find anything about the incident?
Nope.
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 Sky
Nope.
Bandits and the Kapua family.
Hey, I told you I didn't tell you about that.
That is valuable information. Looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I had originally thought.
Yeah, I was really surprised myself. In Roland, the job of a bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates bracers that much...
Don't worry about it. General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for.
Well, and I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. It looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right?
Yes, taking into account who's at the incident in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing, though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought they would go as far as to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Lynn.
Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Roland was also rather mild in comparison.
Yeah, and to hijack an airliner and then turn around and demand a ransom from the royal family? The risks are greater than any potential reward.
In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves. Back to Roland.
Do I talk to you again?
No, I think you talked to Maybell.
Oh, right, yeah, they told me to go to both places. Okay, fair enough.
Go to Maybell's house.
Come on, Missy.
Come on, Missy, I'm begging you.
You should head to sink this guy now.
I love Niall. I'm begging you, please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the mayor, I'd be on my merry little way.
Yep, that's right. And of course, I'd need a photograph too.
I'm sure the mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask all those without an appointment to leave. I hope you can understand the situation.
Oh, come on, please. For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. And I have an obligation to inform the readers.
But...
Yeah, what about the readers? We could probably reach double the number if we have the mayor grace the cover. She's said to be very beautiful after all.
Dorothy, why'd you have to go and say something like that?
Huh? But it was you who was saying the same thing, remember? You said if we didn't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover.
You idiot! I'm gonna murder you. Miss?
Well, aren't you two a couple of interesting visitors? I'll make sure to tell Mayor Maybell about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I am going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, this is a misunderstanding.
Please leave.
Fine.
So are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then?
Please, for the love of Idios and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut.
Niall, wait for me!
Good old Trails in the Sky Larry Butts.
Yeah.
Huh? Good afternoon, Lila. Oh, it's you bracers again. Did you just return from the Haken Gate? Yeah, something like that. So, those two you just turned away, a bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they plan to use the mayor to make some quick mirror, but as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen.
I really love Lila and Maybell.
I see.
You're really serious about your job, aren't you?
Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor is waiting for you.
All of the maids in this have an aura of menace.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lila is probably my _1 pick for character I expected to be a secret snake cultist, and that is just a normal person.
Yeah.
I don't I think you were playing this lady, weren't you?
Okay. Yeah, I might have been.
Why don't we... yeah, go ahead.
Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of goods to the Boze market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone. Servicing the sewer facilities. Someone keeps drinking up all of the water. Selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, are you back already? You look pretty busy. Would it be better if we came back at a later time? No, you're fine. So, you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work. I feel like we have a Good work. I feel like we have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits. Now a ransom demand? The situation is much more serious than I had originally anticipated. I thought they just crashed and died.
If the general hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but...
No, it's alright. I'm just glad to know that it wasn't a crash. With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures within the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Boze and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine that'll be quite a difficult task, considering that you're already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident?
Of course. That was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with these sky bandits before. And I'll wager on the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the royal army.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's Dad to find, and then we need to deal with these sky bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with the look, Joshua?
I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it.
What can't you believe?
That Dad could get beaten by a bunch of sky bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Roland?
I'm in agreement with you there. Especially that girl. God, her stats were so bad. And no S-craft. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber.
Come on, Joshua. You too, Shara. You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group.
Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard that airliner?
Oh, didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention, he's a bracer too. His name's Cassius Bright.
Oh my, the most powerful, excellent super fighter? Did you just say Cassius
Did you just
Bright?
say One Punch Man?
People fucking lead in from the windows. Cassius Bright!
Cassius Bright? Yeah? Why? Do you know my dad or something?
I've never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information from the army.
Excuse me, Mayor.
I'm very sorry, and I can empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I am at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask.
Well, let's walk back to the gate and talk to General Morgan again.
Yeah.
As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised.
You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time, after all.
Bees?
Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here?
Just searching around blindly for the airliner or the sky bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it would take, then the army would have found them a long time ago. Huh? What's the matter with you two?
Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, "Let's just comb the entire region."
I never thought I'd see the day when those worlds would come out of your mouth. My heart's too full of emotion for words.
So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know.
We were complimenting you, Estelle. Seriously.
We're impressed by how not as dumb as you used to be, you are.
Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the Boze region is enormous.
Yeah, there's like 4 different screens between here and the gate to get to Roland.
And there's nothing on any of them.
I'm really hoping for a clue right about now.
A clue, huh? Oh, right. Wasn't that Niall and Dorothy we saw in front of the mayor's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's got to know something by now, right?
It's true he arrived in Boze a little before we did. So I think it might be worth talking to him.
I wonder where they went. Let's see.
Pretty sure they're in the restaurant.
Yeah, probably.
Eating dirty food.
Bar, maybe. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's just actually, like, passed out at a table.
God damn it. This ain't a joke, you know.
Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass.
That was quick.
Was having this article rejected really that much of a shock to his system?
He's acting just like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Wow.
Wow.
Though he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by.
You're one to talk. Don't they sometimes call you bottomless Shara?
It's because my ass is flat. Oh, please, bottomless is more suitable for a woman like Aina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and my disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush.
Oh, come now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely, and everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it.
Yeah, they start calling you topless Shara after a while. It's certainly true that Aina. It's certainly true that Aina is like a bucket to Shara's sieve. But no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless.
I'm sensing disrespect, children.
I'm a zombie. Where am I?
Good, you're awake, sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know.
Oh, yeah. What the? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goddess. What the hell am I doing in Roland? Thought I made my way to Boze.
What are you mumbling about, you home sponge?
You
You are in Boze.
Oh, but this chair is perfect for my little body. Don't scare me like that.
Oh no!
Oh man, I almost swallowed my cigarette.
Oh, and I see you've got a lovely lass with you. Get over here, Joshua.
Named Sherazad Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two.
Sherazad. Are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance?
Sure.
That movie with Gene Wilder in it?
Oh, you humbled me, sir. I take it you've heard of me then.
Only rumors, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name.
Man, how did she get a nickname already? She sucks.
Yeah.
You're like one of the You're one of the top young bracers. There's only 2 of them, and the other's Grant. But like, wow.
The other's Kurt.
No, Kurt isn't Kurt the one who's like
Oh yeah,
the
Kurt.
hardest boss in the game.
Yeah, Kurt's actually pretty tough. The other one's Annalise.
Yeah, I love Annalise, but she does suck.
Which means you 3 are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose.
Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed.
Did you find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seemed pretty troubled.
Ah, damn, they saw that. Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any.
That's what I figured.
Damned Army's regulations on the spread of information really restrict what I'm able to learn, anyway. And if I try to consult General Morgan at the Hacken Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendarily voluptuous mayor, but a maid turned me away outright. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything! Oh, great ideas. Tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life?
Well,
I am fed up with this life.
you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest, but if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you.
Huh?
We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now, so naturally we've met with the mayor and General Morgan too, for that matter.
Holy crap, you serious?
Yep, totally.
Score! And the goddess... Terrible read. Score! And the goddess gets a point. Blessed be the bounty of Adios.
Jello, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be score.
Scoory.
Scure! Sugoi! Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail.
We'll be glad to. However, aren't you forgetting something, Niall?
Huh?
I slipped a knife into your wine.
Information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first. You get that look off your face, I totally do not mean that literally.
You want Mira or something?
Yes. I mean,
Research.
we'll take Mira.
Oh my god, yes, please. Do you have a better hit?
Yeah, hit 2.
My research funds are long exhausted by this point, I'm sorry to say.
We're not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Boze right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself. That being the case...
Here I thought you were a nice kid. It turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination.
As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Give it to us straight, okay?
Fine, I'll tell you everything. On my honor as a newsman. I've got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper.
We're ready when you are.
Don't look at me like that.
Man, way to go, Joshua. You're on a roll.
Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills.
Don't make jokes.
The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west. I talked to a villager who'd just come to Boze for a visit. She told me something very interesting. Apparently, she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident.
A huge shadow flying overhead?
Yep, airship, I told him. Maybe even the missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing.
Oh, you meanie. You raised our hopes only to dash them straight away.
So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything.
That's what I'm saying. I warned you, it wasn't big news. I just went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel, too. What with the information bar going in place and all. Blah, blah, blah.
Well done. Now let's hear that second clue of yours.
Fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division is on the move.
Intelligence division? That's the opposite of me.
I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination.
That's the one, yeah. Supposedly they're so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently a whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already.
Now, is this Liberal's intelligence division, or is this... Okay.
Doesn't seem like your information will be of much use to us in our investigation. Die.
Yeah, well, I can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't be much help to you. Jesus, I'm bad at this. But a promise is a promise. I scratched. Now it's your turn.
Of course. A deal is a deal, after all.
Time to leak military secrets.
The Capulets, Sky Bandits, a ransom demand of the Royal House and the Airship Corporations? Good goddess! That's exactly what I needed. That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find.
Caught your fancy, did it?
Absolutely. I can definitely write my article now. Can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy. Post haste. 2 words. 2 separate words. See you later, you wonderful people, you.
Well, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along and spilled military secrets to him. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out.
Well, look at you. From Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality.
That's Joshua, baby.
Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating. A little give and take. Nothing more. Nothing more.
A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside. Or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyway, time to stop being creepy. I guess we only really dealt with scrupulous people.
Stop being creepy. This is Trails.
Thus far, we're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you need to bust out some really questionable negotiation techniques.
Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a little bothered when Niall talked about that huge flying shadow thing?
That eyewitness report from Ravenou? I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it, if the army already checked it out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. You remember those guys we fought at like level 6? The army sucks. If it wasn't General Morgan himself after all, but one of his men. And some of those guys are pretty thick-headed.
That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate.
You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. I think this is a splendid idea. Let's head to Ravenou then, shall we?
Got it.
Ravenou. Going off to Ravenou.
It's just down the avenue.
Let's see. We do have a couple things we can kill for some nice muns. So
A West Boze monster and a Nebel Valley monster. I believe the Nebel Valley monster is going to eat us.
That is possible.
The regular Nebel Valley monsters will likely eat us.
I mean, you're almost one-shotting. Oh, I guess that was a critical, but like, you're kicking these monsters pretty good.
Monsters on the road are pretty easy. We can take a crack at it, and if indeed the regular monsters in Nebel Valley are still like a couple levels beyond us, then yeah, we can just come back later.
Yeah, they might be
Joshua.
Scattered for when you have
Olivia. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't remember when we get him back.
I don't either.
Well, we'll try to do this one. Austin, could you hop on that guide and just double check where it is so that I don't walk past
We're
it
looking
again?
for this one is called West Boze Monster. Along the main road, there's a reviving balm. There's a huge shark in the third area in West Boze.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's all it says, then it's probably just on the main road. Okay, and we can go.
Yeah,
that one's a little further past the turnoff to Ravenou, and then I remember like all of these.
Okay, so it says he's got large HP. The only move he does is World Shaker, a thunder attack that does significant damage to all of your allies on the field, plus blind. Be sure to kill him fast with S-Break or use strong Earth Arts.
Okay. So he's weak to Earth. Noted.
Weak to Earth, and just go in and bust your 200s on.
Oh, Shining Palm.
Ooh.
Never mind, we're busting our 200s here. Well, alright.
Bust one of your 200s.
Yeah, you still bust it.
Yeah, okay.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Bustin' makes you lose control.
Great.
That miss.
Joshua.
Oh, 30 all Sepith. Holy fuck, that's useful.
Ooh.
You should just walk in and out of your like 3.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, this is the guy. We'll see if we can do it with just Shara's S-Break and Earth Arts.
See, that's a good monster. I like that one.
You know, it's alright, but like I wish they just took the head part and then like flipped it symmetrically.
Oh,
so
damn,
I could...
Ariel just takes 4 wind in this one? Holy shit. Well, that's nice. What is he? Okay, he's a little resistant to that. Yeah, we'll just go Solar. And I think Estelle has Earth? Nope. Alright.
Oh boy.
We'll see how bad hard this guy is. Pretty hard. We should be able to survive one more of those. Okay. And how much can I do with Dual Strike, I wonder? Probably less than an art. He's a little weak to fire? Yeah, okay. Firebolt with Josh.
I would steal that plus 10,
yeah,
because he's got that damage buff from him, and that'll kill you.
Soul Blur, and then we're gonna immediately S-Craft Shara.
Unfortunately, I'm Shara. Yikes. Well, that would have killed you, so...
Nuts. Now now there's a crit, which would have been great if we still had it, but...
Yeah, but you would have died.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay. I guess we use the
Blind.
crit. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
Estella's blind. There's no,
Shara does get a
yeah,
chance.
Shara,
and I think
Shara
Shara can finish him off.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, that was a
close.
spicy move.
Okay, we'll heal real quick.
Yup. Oof. It's a pretty close encounter of the third kind.
Indeed. Alright. And then Revenue Village was like one screen back, I think.
Isn't it on the other side of Boze? For some reason in my head, the other side of Boze is mountains, but yeah, I guess it is just identical bullshit, isn't it?
For a little ways, anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta farm those shining palms.
Oh, I didn't know you showed
Oh.
this early.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you
no.
want this guy shot?
I sure do. I'm gonna do the same voice I did for him the first time I played this game.
Sherazade, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak.
Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the airliner incident?
No, I'm here on some chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits.
How'd you get that information?
Hell! Since I'm the worst at being a bracer, the general likes me. Still, if we're here on the job, I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you.
Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right?
Cassius Bright taken hostage? Ha ha ha! Don't make me laugh! That old man's got nothing to get. He's fine. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken.
I'd like to believe that too, but
I wonder who this guy is.
I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer.
By the way, who are those brats you've got tagging along with you?
Estelle is offended.
They look like a bunch of newbies to me.
well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids.
Ugh. Yeah, that's a surprise, all right. So, these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. Just walks up and hits us.
Why are you looking at us like that?
This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter?
You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth?
She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. I don't count.
Is that a fact? These two, they could absolutely beat this guy, knowing what his stats are like when you first get him. Not that you ever get him. Oh well, it doesn't really matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Well, take it easy, Sherazade. And be careful not to let these brats drag you down.
Yeah. And make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself either.
Haha, I'll keep those words in mind. Alright, Sherazade. Was it you who took care of that monster near the mine?
Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't just me, it was us.
Oh, this is alternative dialogue because we did that monster.
Nice.
Ha! I don't think any number of trainees would have made much difference.
No, they're much stronger than me, actually.
But anyway, good luck in your search for the Sky Bandits. Later! He's so bad at this game.
What's with that guy? He really pisses me off.
I see. So that was Heavy Blade Agate, huh?
Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name.
Agate Krosner, senior bracer in the Bracer Guild somehow. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash, much like a normal sword.
Much like, yeah, all play.
I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer.
He's almost as strong as me. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is. He's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway?
He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, just like everybody, but even so, he doesn't seem to like him all that much.
There are a number of things in his past I can't go into. And those things are the reasons why... And those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father.
I can relate.
Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry to Revenue Village.
He'll never be important.
He'll never show up again. He's already dead off screen.
Yeah, he just died.
Oh, time to use my wild charge. Oops, I only had half health.
He ran into one of these guys and it got him.
Yeah, there's a character with a similar ability in the Crossbell games. Who I didn't realize you could actually kill yourself with that. I assumed it would put you to 1 health, so I definitely had him explode himself once. I was like, oh, whoops.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Man, Shara, you do no damage.
Okay, I'll give her this. She is disadvantaged because I didn't buy her equipment because I know she's only here for this chapter.
Okay.
But like, yeah, no, she's still not great.
All right. 2 words. All right.
All right.
Let's see what. Alt-right. Let's see what we can find out about the sighting.
Maybe we can get that sneaky George Soros while we're at it.
We did a bit for a little while last time, Jello, because we started up and we were on the quest of like, it was called like the Liberal Media.
The Liberal
It's
Media.
where you escort Niall and Dorothy to the tower, and so
okay,
it said the Liberal Media. So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers?
Yeah. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it.
Okay.
No, not.
I'm just gonna do the thing. Yeah.
You should do the thing.
What's wrong, sir? Yeah, the thing
I'm
is done
having
yet.
a stroke.
Huey. Not to be confused with Huey or Dewey.
The party in this game talks to everybody the way that, like, a way too friendly, slow-moving TTRPG group will talk to every NPC, like, oh, that's okay, how are you doing? Like, it just...
Yeah.
You should go check the mine, and then when it's locked, come back to me.
God.
This game was too short. The next one will be twice as long.
Bracers? You mean like Agate? I don't know. You don't look all that strong to me, especially because you're a girl.
Yeah, we'll do the rest of this because I want to hear more of this voice for this tiny child. Ugh, why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with a staff, do you still...
Hits the kid off the pier. Takes off like a helicopter.
Wow! That's amazing! It's like a tornado!
That's amazing.
Music
That's
note.
amazing!
I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving.
I have learned my lesson that looks can be deceiving.
Now, how about another amazing demonstration with my staff?
Easy there. Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louis by chance? Yeah. But, how do you know my name?
God.
We heard from the village elder. He said you're like he said you saw some kind of flying
He
shadow.
said you're Patrick Wolf.
Like you're some kind of flying shadow.
I'm known for my ability to turn into a shadow.
I'm pretty big and, pretty shadowy.
I'm quite dense for my size.
Do you think you could tell us a bit more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched this place. Didn't find anything. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember. Oh, okay, I'll try.
I forgot.
You see, I like watching the stars at night. So I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night, when I was out here, looking up at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky.
Now, hold on a minute. You say you saw two shadows?
Yeah, that's right. They were different sizes, too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid. Or something like that.
Two shadows.
Just a child.
Two sizes.
I don't know anything. I'm 4 years old.
Listen here. I've got a lot of growing.
That's consistent. That's consistent with an airliner in the Sky Bandit airship, if you think about it.
Yeah. The aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. And the two shadows just kept on flying north until I couldn't see them anymore.
So, north is a direction.
Very good, Estelle. There's a trail that continues behind the village.
That's like the up one, right?
And it, yes, Estelle. And it leads to an old septium mine, which was abandoned some time ago.
The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail, but didn't come up with anything. Tiny children using the word supposedly. That's why they said I must have just been dreaming. And they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about.
You may say I'm a dreamer.
Enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry.
Whoa, alright, Estelle.
We're not like those stupid soldiers.
I'm problematic Estelle. It's the first game.
We don't think you're telling a lie either, and we're going to prove it. We'll prove it for the sake of gender norms. Darn straight, you just leave it to us. So no more crying, okay? Or I'll call you a girl.
Okay. You're a real nice person.
As women are inferior, that is an insult.
As usual, she's got a knack for the kids.
Yeah, maybe it is a virtue.
Maybe it's a virtue. It's a
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. Looks like we still got stuff to do.
Right. Let's hurry and get onto the trail behind the village and see what we can find.
Goodbye!
Real quick, I'm just gonna adjust something. I just wanted to see... okay. Just changing places and windows on my screen. Alright. Whoa, did not mean to open the menu. Alright, let's go.
Can you satisfy my curiosity for a second? Can you talk to the elder before leaving one more time?
Oh, sure.
Just in case the game is like nice, and if you talk to him, they're like, "Oh, you're going up there. Here's the key."
Yeah, I doubt it though.
No.
Oh, that's a little bit of foreshadowing for next game.
Oh, yeah.
Been decades. Decades.
Oh, fuck.
What? You don't want to go to the unimportant graveyard?
Yeah, the graveyard, it doesn't mean anything to anyone. Alright, let's see. Abandoned mine this away.
That's where Tita's buried. Dun-dun-dun.
Bubble. Let's kill this brain.
Hate these monster designs because they suck so bad.
Oh, are we done already?
Yeah, not much experience to be gained from these guys, so we'll try to dodge them.
Sure to grab all the chests on this road?
I think so. I think I explored the rest of this map after we killed that monster before. I'll just do a quick spot check down here.
Yeah, I think we did a pretty thorough looky-loo.
Alright.
Yep, we need the key.
God, fuck that.
That's all that happens in this dialogue. We decide we should go into the mine, but we don't have the key.
That's a long bit of dialogue to decide. No key, let's go back.
So Joshua was like, I feel like I can feel air coming out of here. Maybe we should look inside, and it made me think of, I hear breathing. They must be asleep.
Die, Estelle.
Die, Estelle. I can hit you.
Die, Shara.
I'm great at hitting things that aren't symmetrical.
Yeah. As long as I have a discernible ability to tell its front from its back, I'm actually pretty good at hitting it. Unfortunately, that means half of the enemies in this game are untouchable to me.
Actually, we do need some EP. Alright, I'll rest. Only because I don't know if the monsters in the next area are
Oh,
actually
her name is Apple.
give us some experience.
It's actually pretty cute.
Alright.
Make another sandwich. Those are small, but they're very good. My mom sent me a panini maker.
Yeah, one of our old roommates had one, and we got a lot of mileage out of it. I still miss that panini maker way more than I miss the roommate.
So this is where you are, Elder. Give us the fucking key.
No!
Alright, this is like relevant enough that I guess we'll do this.
I'm gonna go up and make more food so you can cover for me.
Okay.
Resurrected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago when the phylactery shattered. Since the Boze region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray, and this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible.
Oh, this is... Okay.
There's no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Oh, right. There was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that...
Would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer.
Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain...
We should talk about this. The whole cutscene.
I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside. After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking, what the
Man,
fuck...
that kid's voice is
what
weird.
the fuck is up with that kid's voice? The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. Just leaves and never comes back.
It's almost 12 years
I'm
ago.
afraid I'll need the key to my padlock, which is Louis has that actually.
I think I actually lent that to Logren over in
Yeah, you gotta go back to Boze for that. He lent it to General Morgan.
Shit, this will really help a lot. Here, give me the key.
Yeah, the key. We've
We're
got the
gonna
key.
help. Yeah, the key.
It's also a knife.
Yeah.
Incident from 10 years ago.
incident from 10 years ago was added to the court record.
People died 12 years ago.
Did you hear about the SL9 incident?
You mean that one that happened 12 years ago?
12
Oh, that
years
reminds me
You
of 12
mean-
years ago.
You mean that incident?
Like, incessantly and unnaturally mentioning the specific period of time a thing happened ago as clumsy foreshadowing is one of my favorite jokes, actually.
Whew, that was one waste of time.
Let's have a look inside, shall we?
Nah. Yes, one half of the dungeon types in this game. Mine, sewer. Mine,
Tower.
sewer. Tower. The tower dungeons are optional, except the first one, though.
I guess that's true, yeah.
I think you might have to go to the water one.
I think you have to go to the one in Zeiss for story reasons.
Yeah, whatever's the southern one.
Oh, good job,
Oh,
Shara.
yikes.
Jesus.
Oh,
okay, these
yeah,
guys,
maybe
I think these
stick to
guys
art.
are they're
Arts.
weak to all arts, that's why. Oh man, she can
Aerial,
actually,
baby.
Oh, she can fuck
It's
these
time.
guys.
Don't do anything to move them out of the range.
I'll farm a little SP, but that's it. Yeah, Estelle, just flee at top speed, head for the hills. Eat shit.
Beautiful.
Oh, are we done
Wow,
already?
she's finally useful.
Okay, go that way. Oh, they're spread out. What
Ah,
a
you little
assholes.
bastards.
You should still be able to hit the left three, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Okay, they're weak to all arts, so let's do that. And oh my god, it only takes 20 in this game? Holy fuck. No wonder it was broken as shit.
Get 'em.
Sick of them
That air noise lasts way too long.
Yeah, it's because I turbo through the animation, but it's really funny.
Oh, right.
Isn't that the...
Quiet, Stella.
It looks like we've hit the jackpot.
people playing an ominous pipe organ?
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't remember.
Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables.
Tiddly Kyle.
And hurry it up, will you? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place.
Yeah, sure.
Kyle.
You got it, Kyle.
I love you!
What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all.
This looks like an area that used to be for strip mining.
No, it doesn't.
It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something this size.
Yeah, who'd have thought to look
They
here?
would have had to ask the mayor for the key, and no one's got time for
Yeah.
that shit.
Oh my god.
Look at that. Look at that. Aren't they loading the airline cargo into their own ship?
Let's
Why
worry
would
about
they
that
do
later.
that?
We gotta figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again.
They can't do that. That's like piracy. So, this is our third ship, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once this is taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice, fat ransom.
Hold it right there!
Who in the...
The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived!
Ah...
Huh?
The League of... What?
You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that?
What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone.
Maybe we should have practiced.
She's so cute.
You're the ones who Josette had a run-in with back in Roland. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early.
Can't be right. We're not supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about?
In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers.
Uh-oh.
I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly.
Now, hold on, just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us?
You see anyone else, bandit boy?
I see a lot of things.
So you're not involved with the others then, huh? And that simplifies things. Get 'em, boys!
Get him! Let's see. Yeah, we can probably just murder these guys with Ariel and S-Crafts.
Yeah, we'll steal that crit and call it a day.
I guess I won't Hurricane, because that'll push them further apart. So, I'll just... Bop them.
If you want morale before you get a...
Sure. Yeah, that'll well, it's got no range, so I guess not.
I mean, you might as well. You can get it off from Shara.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Come on.
Yep. And then someone gets a... I guess you should use Estelle's, because...
Yeah, I don't know
if you...
where I want to place this. I guess I'll try it here. This will probably get it unless they run past Estelle to get to Shara. And then, yeah, I'll use, I think Joshua's is the strongest, so I'll have him take the crit and kill the boss.
Let's do this!
Miss!
Oh.
Oh, honey, 33. Oops. Oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
I dropped my jimmies on the ground.
Oh,
You say
God.
your jimmies?
My jimmies.
Oh.
I mean, they did look like jimmies for what it's worth.
Oh, I need those for all the great sex I'm having.
What?
I need them.
No. Hang on.
No, the second part.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that was a disaster.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you guys are tougher than I thought.
I can't believe Ariel only takes 20 EP in this game.
It's no wonder Josette got beat by you three. Did you guys know she doesn't even have an S-Craft?
Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go.
You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourself? League of the Exceptionally Dim or something?
You making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead.
That's one of Jay's favorite signal
Look
lines
out!
in this whole series. Ah, the first of many.
First of many smoke bombs. What is this?
You've gotta be kidding me! Another screen cap, another smoke screen.
It's too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers.
They just crashed.
Oh shit, we can't see!
Ow, ow, ow! Some of it got in my eyes!
Ah, the unethical use of tear gas. All cops are bastards. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister.
Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense.
Oh, like they demote bracers.
Oh, Shara, quit acting like it was all your fault.
If I get demoted one more time, I'm going to lose my nickname. We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we've got the time to kick ourselves over this, then there's got to be some other constructive things we can do.
BRB.
Well, well, you sound like you should be the senior bracer. Also, you do more damage than I do, so fuck me, I guess. Well, at least we'll be able to take back the airliner, so how about we have a look? Passengers might be inside.
Right. pretty
Damn
bare
it.
in here. There's not a piece of cargo left.
Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least, judging by the looks of things.
At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place.
Guess what time it is again?
Forklift time!
Here's a lift
It's the
card.
same type of those at the landing port. Forklift added to the court record.
Forklift
Sky-
equipped as weapon.
The Sky Bandits probably use this to move the cargo.
They'd probably use this to move the body and throw off the time of death. I wonder what this is.
It's a device that'll allow you to freeze the body and throw off the time of death.
It's a device that'll allow you to prevent somebody from recording their intercepted bug transmission
God,
using time
fuck that.
travel.
A bunch of bullshit.
It looks like the. Alright, who cares?
Oh, you already
This is
told.
shit.
Yeah, you already told me what it was, Jill.
Yeah, we know what it is.
That's how the Sky Bandits managed to not appear on the videotape. They deleted it from the future.
Still mad.
Looks like
This is my dad.
Looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here and just yell into these horns.
Don't even think about it. Also, yelling into those horns is how you steer this thing.
Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship, unlike the horns. Looks at Joshua. I wonder where
that's a knob that you use to turn
That's
it
the
on
volume
and
dial.
set it
This
into
con-
reverse.
This controls the air conditioning. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. This is what I just thought of. This is what you use when the turkey's done.
We should check if the engine still works. Here, start the ship. Flushes toilet. Ship begins moving.
Okay, nothing to interact with out here apparently.
Michael, I don't believe you.
Michael, I don't believe you. It's bright in here. Winks at the camera.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shining light shining into this place. Alright, gotta investigate this plant. Oh shit, I actually do!
Oh my
this
god!
potted plant doesn't look like it's gonna make it. Bunch of plant murderers.
Probably hasn't been watered for days. The motherfuckers. We'll get those sons of bitches for this.
There's something to me really, like, I feel like it kind of encapsulates Estelle's character and her charm points of bunch of plant murderers.
Yeah.
I think I went out here? Okay.
Yeah, we were already. What? Oh, okay.
I guess it was just you have to screen
Check
transition
everything
once you're
first.
done.
That's Trails, baby.
There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship. And then to wherever their hideout is.
Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Trails from zero, even.
Come on, cheer up already. That game isn't translated. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this?
Huh?
Because the key was impossible to get.
As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship was completely stopped. Which means the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbment gradually recharges over time.
Yeah, you just gotta plug it in.
Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo.
Embarrassing, nobody saw them.
Considering the time and risks involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout?
Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide
They
the
are
airliner
stupid.
here then? All I can think is they did it in order to...
Oh, this is for free secret AV or whatever.
Pretty sure it's this one.
Yeah, you got it. I didn't even read it, but yeah. For my guess, I would imagine their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 15 arg in size.
Arg.
Arg. Sorry, is that actually not how it's said?
I don't know. No, I have no idea how it's pronounced.
I think it's Arg.
I don't know if it's
It
a
might be.
RG or a soft one.
In short, a peculiar place on which it's tiny, small,
Interesting. Tiny!
tiny.
Yeah.
How about... That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandits hideout.
Yeah, where he said.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I've been saying.
BRB again, my thing's right. Fuck.
That's okay.
That's a lot
I
of
fucked
convenience.
up reheating it the first time.
It's
It
possible.
had to restart.
Then what can we do?
Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships.
What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help?
Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound.
I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me.
For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Lugrin. We should be able to contact the Hawken Gate if we use the orbital telephone.
If we give him a ringy on his dingy. Oh shit. Huh?
Huh?
Bees? What the heck?
Great. Now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad since they've saved us the trouble of having to contact them. Bracers! We have found a suspicious armed group.
Put your
Put your hands in the air. All of you.
Yeah.
What's this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids in the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shifty.
Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see the shiny emblem on my chest?
Huh. The bracer emblem, huh? Hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. Yeah, we totally broke into your military base to get information from you about us.
General Morgan?
Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who'd have thought the lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. Looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming.
Wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap?
Cut with the... My thoughts exactly!
Including the slight hesitation and fumbling of the words.
Alright, man, take them into custody.
Take them into custody.
I'm gonna do what I should have done back earlier at the base when you had all that information and before you spoke to the media about it. God, I suck.
The General will be questioning you himself on the morrow, as we say in the hip parts of Liberal.
That's the same guard.
Oh, is it? If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days.
So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels.
This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say?
If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But they suck. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible.
Huh? Why not?
Well, you remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early, if I remember correctly."
The that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you?
I don't know for sure, but I bet that that's what he meant. Which means that...
The Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator who's leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah.
Bitch. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them.
But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback.
My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix?
Huh? Did you just say something, Joshua? That sounded like your voice.
No, I didn't say anything.
It came from the cell next door, BRB again. Jesus Christ.
Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone.
Slow camera tilt.
Yeah. Could this unfounded self-confidence
and tone of absurd narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it, Olivier?
You do remember my dulcet chords. To think that we meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny.
Why are you here? I thought we took you to Boze.
And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do?
Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we?
The general is dead.
I have my reasons, which are deeper than the ocean and higher than the highest peak.
I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we'd just get tired while you talked our ears off.
What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing.
So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done. I'm not ready for silver hair just yet.
Come now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me.
Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it.
It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Boze market and then moved on to the Antarose restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skills, so I was asked to stay and work as the professional pianist for the restaurant.
That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist.
Ha! A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira.
I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. Yet, I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail.
I love eating jail.
Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck, and I'd had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my refined palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough.
The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better.
Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar, something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183.
Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City.
Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a little drink for myself.
Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here?
From what I heard, it went somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira.
That's so much armor.
500,000 Mira? For just one bottle?
That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier?
Such a needless question. Of course, I opened the bottle and had a sip. It's sweet smelling.
Of course, we Arabonians drink with our bottles. So,
I was actually arrested for indecent exposure. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my bum. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my taint.
Alright, on that, I'm gonna grab my panini for final.
And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Especially,
This is horrible. Yeah,
especially the butt
my
stuff.
My ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded.
The sad thing is that after
with your butt, huh?
After taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in, and, well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma.
Ugh.
Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard and even assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is the place where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening?
I think,
We actually get an in.
That's really funny. I think I gotta dip out of reading Shara. My voice is pretty shot from Pokemon shit earlier today.
Okay.
Fair.
Hey, you three, get up.
Oh.
I'm tired.
What's wrong? What, are you trying to tell us that we're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early, even for me.
No, it's just the opposite. You're being released.
Executed.
Huh? I'm the firing squad. Pew pew. Why all of a sudden?
Is there a reason for this?
I don't know. This is
No.
probably the mayor?
Yes, the
Yeah, yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason.
Mayor Maybell?
Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell herself. You'd better remember to thank her.
So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf?
No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan.
Our situation?
Yes, I have one question for the both of you.
There's three of us.
Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? God, I love that man.
You know my dad?
Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright. And I'm his adopted son, Joshua.
I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena.
Bees? You knew my mother?
Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Rolent. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby.
Now, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but...
I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Had
Strategist?
firm
Oh.
buttocks.
A 5-star drop.
Dad?
I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. Ah!
Yeah, I have to go scream into a pillow. Ah! What's wrong with him?
Seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring.
I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe.
However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression.
So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad. That dirty, rotten scoundrel!
How about we return to Boze now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you.
Oh, sure.
Is something the matter?
I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something.
No, it doesn't. No, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oh, how callous people can be at times.
They let him have his loot? No!
This is the sound
He's just
my...
strumming the bars.
How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory.
Alright, see you later.
Is he still here?
Yeah, I completely forgot about it. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not really much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who butt-chugged the bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought?
Ha! Indeed, that is I. That was my butt! Yes, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render.
You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release.
Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself?
I think that may be asking a bit much.
If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to at least be a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me.
Huh?
And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter.
I can't believe you were released.
It's like a stroke of bad luck.
Please, don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of a fine wine without paying a single mirror. Shall I play the piano in our restaurant per our contract to remedy that?
I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there.
I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit.
Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us.
But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine?
Huh? Well,
that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work?
Ha! Could you ever?
No!
So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring.
Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this?
Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work? Or our sanity?
Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But, of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group.
That's the kind of line that gets me really worried.
But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have a feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you'll be dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that?
Stella and Joshua look, the same goes for you, Shara.
Of course I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be reassured.
Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. It's like an Annika line.
I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Die!
Tell us?
Flips a switch, chairs fall backward into trapdoors.
Into the sewer!
Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Boze's South Block. The weapon shop and the Orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences.
What?
God, I forgot about this.
So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but that seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation.
Profitable. I mean, for whoever conducted the theft.
You bracers should go check it out and get your noses involved.
Great.
I see.
And the rest of you.
Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send payment over to the Guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses.
I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess when that happens, it happens.
Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence.
Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block?
Look, buddy, who made you king of the show?
Huh.
Slams into the wall.
I think that is as best a place to leave off for the evening.
Yeah, we're close to the 3-hour mark. I want to say we're about halfway through this chapter. Maybe even a little more. I don't remember what else there is to do between here and actually going to the Sky Bandit hideout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we're getting pretty close to that point, and we'll probably be able to do that next session, faux show. And so I think that's as good a place to cut off as any. Thank you all so much for coming out and hanging out with us while we goof around and play this game.
So Austin, just out of curiosity, so we're definitely past the part where you stopped.
Oh, yeah. Like, I think I stopped right when we got back with Olivier.
Okay. Well, I guess there wasn't like a ton that happened after that point this time, and also this chapter is like kind of whatever, but starting in the next chapter of this game, I'm gonna be really interested to like actually get your commentary on stuff that's happening, especially if, depending on how much of it you're not spoiled for.
Yeah, I'm not terribly spoiled with Trails in the Sky from this point out. Like, I know who people are if they show up later down the road, like in Cold Steel and stuff, but aside from that, I don't even really have a ton of context for what happened in the earlier one, so... Like, I'll probably actually go through and play Cold Steel 3 again after this, just with full context of everything.
Now that you know Cassius Bright?
Cassius was like one of the few things where I'm like, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on Cassius right away.
Yeah.
I don't need to see any more of him to understand what his skis is.
Yeah. You knew from the moment you laid eyes on that porn stash.
I'm Cassius motherfucking Bright.
I'm pretty much the best. The only one who doesn't respect me is my daughter.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Olivier reminding you of Bossa Nova is a pretty good take.
Yep. Definitely. Yeah, Olivier's pretty good. The only problem with him in these games is because these are like mid-2000s and kind of anime. He and Shara both have a lot of the like anime lechery shit going on.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only problem. And yes, a lot of it is directed at people who are technically underage, because
Japan.
Tug's shirt collar.
Japan.
Japan.
And so, yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, and we'll probably be back next week.
Yeah, I expect so. And Jello, thanks for coming and hanging out and voicing with us.
Yeah.
As we get a little further in this game and we can editorialize some more, I'll be excited to have some discussions with you about stuff that's going on.
Mm-hmm. Faux show.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming, and say goodbye to chat, everyone.
Goodbye, chat.